Hello everyone, my name is the Radman and this is Paige.
Hi guys.
So, we're going to be doing another Dollar Tree product testing episode. Get the stuff. So, this episode we have a thing of Shasta grape. It's, I think it's an off-brand of, I think Coke has a grape product. But they sell this at the dollar store and even most supermarkets. We also have a ninja toy kit thing with a little mini blade, a knife, and brass knuckles. And then we have a dart shooter with 3 darts. And we have a bag of gummy worms because in the last review I said that the dirt cake gummy worms tasted like dirt. So we're going to see if these gummy worms are any better or if it's just all gummy worms from Dollar Tree are bad. And last but not least, we have these interesting Crispies oven baked rice crisps. Cheddar cheese flavor. Okay, we're back. So just had to zoom in the camera so you guys can see it, but here's the dart shooter. We'll do it first, and then we'll probably do the ninja one next. And if you're wondering why we're only doing 5 things this episode, it's because last episode was a little bit long, so I wanted to make it a little shorter. So, first off, we have the actual gun itself. It looks like what it is when you load the darts, they automatically load the spring, because there's no type of cocking mechanism or anything. And, yeah, let's try it. It works. Make sure.
And the suction cup is. Oh.
The suction cup works. Put your hand out. Okay, it's not too painful if you get hit by it, so.
Ow! Okay, I promise that just startled me more than anything.
Yeah, because they don't hurt. It's not that much of a force. I would say, you know, for $1, it's nice. One thing I might watch out for is it looks like the way that they've sealed the suction cups to the darts isn't that strong. So too many impacts, like really close, might ruin them. But I think if you're just having a little shooting game with, like, if you have 2 of these like that, you'll be fine. Anyway, on to the next one. Where'd the dart go? Okay, so I would give this a worth it rating. I mean, it's just a fun, simple little thing that you can get for $1. And I would imagine you'd get at least a few hours of use out of it before it broke. Anyway, there we go. And next we have the ninja stuff.
Okay, so this is a 3-piece ninja.
Basically a ninja kit.
Okay, so here's the pieces. First, we'll try out the knife thing.
So this would be more of a this is more of a throwing knife. That's more of a dagger, and I believe these are supposed to be brass knuckles. That they're too small to fit on my hand, but okay. They're supposed to be like there, and then you'd go like and punch people with them. So
first, this dagger thingy. I think it's, you know, pretty cool. Like, it's definitely not sharp, but if you stabbed this pointy end into someone really hard, it could hurt them. So you'd have to be careful about that if you had a really vicious child.
Yeah, I'd say it's I'd say all this stuff, these aren't spiky in more than design. So I'd say for 3 pieces of fake weaponry, I'd say they're worth it for $1, because I mean, unlike most things I've gotten from the dollar store, they don't seem, this knife is the exception, but they don't seem to be very bendable, which is nice, which means you could probably, if you had 2 sets of it, you could probably ninja each other for quite a while before it would break.
And personally, I think even though I'm, you know, a teenager, I think I would personally really have fun with this, even though I'm not a kid, so I think...
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it.
And next we'll do the gummy worms. And I've been waiting for this one myself because in the last episode I said I'll try and remember to put the video clip in there. And yeah, so I decided after that episode that we'd actually attempt it. So I'm going to get one of the ones. I think I tasted one of where is it? I think I tasted one of these ones in the video. Let's see how it tastes.
And I tasted one of the blue and yellow.
They still taste a little bit like dirt, but they also come in a bag with more than 4 of them. Like, that's actually quite a good amount of them. So I'd say it's candy and it's worth it, because they aren't the best tasting gummy worms I've ever had. I'd still go to a gas station if you want actual good quality gummy worms, but they aren't half bad.
But I would say it's worth it, but the flavor is really strong. Like, I had a lemon one, and the lemon was really strong, so that's good if you like a lot of flavor.
Yeah.
Okay, next we're doing the Krispies, and these are Rice Crisps, cheddar cheese flavor. So they're basically like healthy potato chips, I guess. They just look interesting.
And yeah, this is what they look like. They're really, really puffy.
Yeah, and they're thin, so. I like it a lot.
I would say they're okay, but once the cheddar cheese flavor wears off, there's not much to them. That is one thing I like over regular potato chips. Yeah, plus you only get about that many per bag. With regular potato chips, you do get, I think, a little more per bag, per like size of bag, and they have flavor to them even after the original flavor is washed off. But where this is rice just doesn't really have that much of a flavor. But it's very good for adding flavor to it, and the cheese is not half bad. And anyway, now for the last thing, one of my personal...
Oh, wait. So I would say those are worth $1 because I actually really enjoyed them.
Yep. So now, one of my most favorite sodas on the planet, at least when I can't get my hands on some Dr. Pepper.
What?
Oops.
Okay, it was not shaken.
Yeah, it was not shaken. It's a very fizzy drink. We can clean up in a second. Okay, we're going to just wait a second. Okay guys, so we're back. Cleaned up the mess. We'll probably have to wipe it down with an actual wet cloth, but for now we just dried it. And that is one strange thing about this soda, is it is very, very highly carbonated. Considering that it's been sitting in the fridge, and we took it out right before we started the review, and it's just been sitting on the ground, so it had no reason to be so shook up, but I can forgive it, because I know not to do that in the future. And yes, this is, as you'll notice, like if I get the fizz to the top but not overflowing, hopefully, we'll see how much fizz to drink we have. So what I usually prefer is a drink that's carbonated enough that I'll get about here with fizz to here, which this does about half of it, so it just shows that it's a very carbonated drink. But I think once you've opened it, yeah, like once the initial fizz is gone, it doesn't have as much of a problem with it. You guys can't see it because this glass isn't very translucent, but it is fizzing quite a bit in this cup, but not near as much as it did with mine. So it looks like the more that you do with this, the less carbonated it becomes. So let's do a taste test. Some people say they don't like the grape flavor, but I actually really like it. I mean, it's really nice. It actually tastes realistic enough for me.
It tastes a tiny bit like medicine to me, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like the nice medicine that you drink that your mom gives you.
But yeah, anyway, it tastes pretty good for what it is. I mean, it is an off-brand soda, so I usually don't expect much out of it, but for what I do expect, it provides. That was the stove getting turned on, if you heard that. But anyway, we're gonna call that the end of this review. Oh crap! Oh yeah. So I would say it's worth it. Just be very careful when you're opening the bottle.
I'd say it's worth it, especially because you get 2.5 liters, and also it's caffeine free, which is great if you don't want your kids to have caffeine or if you don't drink caffeine. So that's great. So yes, I would definitely say that is worth $1.
But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next video. My name is the Rad Man. This is Paige, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye!